We're in for a treat if that goes off. Alright, I think we got everyone here. Let's say we look pretty good. You got the player POVs, well, camera Vs of Spartan Demons. And look at that timing, beautiful. Let's get into this one. Spartan Demons in blue, Wyffindor Magic in orange. This is Royalty Series NA Ascendant C3-GC1 of the 3v3 circuit. And week number 4. As so far some early challenging, but the honored one clears it down, has a shot opportunity. Just a little bit wide, or high, sorry. But Apollo trying to continue pressure. And back and forth play so far. No early goals just yet. Well, team's looking for the answer as Little Day finds it. And a great offensive setup and opportunity. Spartan Demons strike first in game number 1. And getting that lead early, pretty big as tactical fake maybe. And good challenge from Riff. But the honored one trying to bump Emerson off, can't. And sorry, I said Riff, we meant Piff. Piff Rye Guy, we'll say Rye Guy. As the honored one puts one on target, but low, easily taken care of. And there's been some pressure from Wyffindor Magic, but still trying to find the answer. They're definitely going to try better looks or just keep on shooting. That can always work as well. More pressure is a good thing. Little Day, no shot. Puts it to the side. Sleepy, gonna be cut off. Now Emerson at the midfield might have another, but again, we've been seeing some good challenging from the honored one, and that time is no different. A touch midfield. Apollo trying to occupy the presence, and Sleepy downfield, almost making things awkward, but Emerson continuing, and solid pressure from Demons, and Sleepy trying to get in the way, cause a little hesitation, does cause that ball to be given away, and Emerson had an easier net to work with. So up by 2 is Spartan Demons. And also, if you're just tuning in, we do have their player CAMS on the left, so that's who you're seeing. As Emerson has an extra touch, and he is heating up. What a play. As Spartan Demons having the right kind of start to this best of 5. And Sleepy pops it high. Emerson waiting. He's not going to be able to get a touch there. And so if you're Wyffindor Magic, got to stop the bleeding. Got to apply some pressure in the right way. How do they do it? Honored one. Goes back, collects boost. And few good touches. And can't get that mid though. Right guy was waiting. But we're definitely keeping an eye on honored one. Seems to be in the right spots for much of the game. But Wyffindor still trying to download this game, read the opponent. That's kicked out. Apollo with the clear. Sleepy, an awkward touch. Gonna leave it at midfield. Does get help. Emerson, the time to control. And certainly don't want to give him that extra time. Sleepy taking the 50. And honored one. Yet another good challenge. But Paulo having to come through in midfield. Emerson could turn on this. It's awkward. Strong shot on the top of the net. And Spartan Demons up by 4. But trying to keep it corner dangerous. Emerson makes them pay. And always trouble if you can't get that out of harm's way. Keep it to the corner. And under one a little bit awkward here. Sleepy almost had a chance for another touch. All day, calm and composed. Showing good control. And that's good hit out. But Little Day is back. Sleepy gives that one up. Right guy might have a chance here. And Sleepy able to make up for it. Able to stay on. Take the 50s. And a touch midfield. This could be a chip shot. And what a save. And Honor 1 coming through with that challenge. And you like Wyffindor Magic. They're picking things up. They just got to do that for a full game. Also, see what goals can come by. But those defensive mistakes are shining through. That's the touch that gets through. And how unfortunate. But it's only game 1. Spartan Demons take it. And we'll be looking at Forbidden Temple for game 2. And we are good to go. Game number 2 is here. And Wyffindor Magic definitely trying to turn things around. And see what kind of start they can get. Emerson going to take it at midfield. And Honor 1 there for the challenge. And smartly takes the 50. Even if you're on low boost. Take the 50, not give up possession. Very important. My guy in a tough spot, but it's going to be out of the danger zone. And Honored 1 trying to continue on. Seemingly can't be stopped. And Apollo waiting for the chance. 50's out. But that's a rough double commit. Although Right Guy able to continue pressure going. That's a midfield though. Sleepy looking for the double, no boost. Might have a fall through from Little Day. And that is just going to find the way into the net. And again, those defensive miscues. Rye guy pushing up and it went right behind him. Emerson able to follow through. Spartan Demons get the first goal again. And Wyffindor Magic gonna be in a rough spot. Little Day, what a play. They will get the touch, continuing on midfield. Tough to read, and a great shot. Great opportunity. Spartan Demons up by 2. And they are definitely able to use momentum in their favor. Certainly love playing up. Sleepy trying to get her around the attack. Little Day able to get a touch. Almost gives it away though, but has a second chance. Dropping at midfield. Good passing from Demons. And Emerson almost reads it correctly. Tough angle. tough read. On one, can't get one there. Rye guy trying to move it down. But Emerson able to continue, even low boost, pausing the defense. And Rye guy down to Apollo. Wants to take a shot, but Emerson cutting. Now has to go back. All day. Scoops up that one. But so far, been back and forth of late as we reach halftime. And Wyffindor Magic still trying to find one. And what a play. You love that shot. Nice and high. When a defense is awkward, can't get it. And Sleepy able to finish it through. And it's not the first time Spartan Demons have those nice high shots. You hit it low, it's easily saved. But what a difference getting the height on it. Little Day, nice pop. Wants a light touch, gets the 50, and Emerson is waiting right there. But kickoff, and things roll again. And Spartan Demons, once they got that lead, they continue putting on points. We are under 2 minutes to play. Wyffindor Magic trying to find their first answer and have a big hill to climb. What a pinch, though, going out to the wide side of the left. Little Day waiting, and Spartan Demons have that patient positioning, able to put it through after the mistakes, after the panic. Sleepy, it's got 3 goals, looking solid in this one. And by 1, and gets a little help. Emerson wanted it, does not get it. Spartan Demons have 7. A good pass back, though. Right guy. Trying to scoop it up, and yeah, that is rough. They can definitely cross this game off the list. And see, they got no one back on defense. How do they fix this? Gotta limit the double commits. Always have someone ready to save. Seems like that's a rough spot where last back tends to move up too quickly. But it's the defensive miscues. I definitely think they've had sometimes that good pressure. But also can't sleep on Spartan Demons passing. They have the midfield presence and able to use it to keep the pressure going. 15 seconds. Still trying to get one on the board. Emerson, was that a shot or a fake? Nobody knows. Spartan Demons take game number 2. And at match point, as we go to DFH Stadium. And by the way, that's our custom crossbar sound. If you hear it, this is chucked. we will proceed to hear it 50 more times. All right, game 3 is here. Wyffindor Magic, backs against the wall. They have to bring it. They have to forget a lot of what's happened, but fix the mistakes and start in early. Emerson puts it through and has the time, has the space. You see, can scoop it up. As Wyffindor Magic have to close those lanes up. Apollo trying to move it down. Honored 1, nice challenge, but Little Day is there to scoop it up. Off the side wall, and good quick reaction from Honored 1. And that's what we like to see. That's what we said. Have to close those lanes. And there it is, Honored 1 showing good quick reaction. They tie it up 1-1. Right guy waiting. It's a little bit of an awkward touch, but Sleepy is there. Right guy gets a touch moving forward. Honored 1. Gonna be met with resistance. Apollo has time, or so he thought. Emerson comes sneaking in from the side. And we can see Emerson playing up, providing that pressure. You're not careful, no one's on the ball. That's what happens. High touch and Sleepy there. And just pure dominance on the pressure side. And there's a miscue, almost a chance for Emerson to come through. But right guy can't find one there. Emerson trying to bring it the whole way. Right guy's there. Gets another, pinching downfield. And Sleepy. And that's going to 50 down to Emerson, who gives that one up, but somehow stays with it. A little bit of a miscue, but makes up for it with crazy angle going through. He thought he was off it. He still has the skill to stay with it. That's a pass midfield. All players going for that. No one on midfield presence for Wyffindor. Now, Apollo, good challenge. High pop. And All Day gets an awkward touch going forward, creating some space. And Apollo off the back wall might have a chance. Emerson there to bail out Demons. 4-1 as we close in at halftime, and Little Day has the midfield shot. And great passing. Like we say, the positioning on point. And just overall solid game from Demons. It's going to be tough for anyone to beat them when they're playing like this. And we jinxed it. Glad to help. Certainly the jinx comes through. Making me look bad, not know what I'm talking about. But they get one back. And Little Day there for another mid shot. And awkward play, can't continue on. Spartan Demons up by 4. And looking for that sweep definitely help bolster that game differential in the standings. But kicked out. Emerson able to get a touch, staying with it. And high touch. Sleepy might have the double. No, and Emerson trying to sneak one low. Right guy. Good patience there. Honored one. A nice touch. Emerson quick to attack. Little Day trying to clear it out as well. But we're seeing some good pressure coming from Wyffindor Magic. But now a little bit awkward in the corner. Midfield. Honored one able to get another touch for the 50. And smart. Whether it was intended or not, Emerson lets that one go. There's no angle. But even just being there causes the hesitation from the defense. Out to the side. Right guy to honored one. Almost gets crazy touch going forward. But making a few miss. Off to the midfield. Sleepy is there. And awkward guess, but that's that happened to us earlier. In our previous game where controller problems and then a guest signed in. So I feel with that one. 20 seconds. Emerson. Good flick. And there's a shot. What a save. You see the demo come through. And another save. And massive respect for Wyffindor Magic. Playing till the end. I got a lot of respect for Wyffindor Magic. It's not easy taking the loss, but fighting to the end. I have more respect for that than a lot of things. But congrats to Spartan Demons for taking the victory and improving on their standing count. Let's see if we could. They're out. But yeah, shout out to Sleepy, Little Day, and Emerson for their player cams. It's first we had the whole team, so a little shake up to one of our casts. Interesting. But I want to thank everyone for tuning into this one. Appreciate it. Here's your prediction outcome. Spartan Demons